G'day! It's Australia Day today. I went to Twitter and I asked my friends for questions about Australia and I'm going to answer them now. Izzy asked, on a daily basis, how many times does someone actually say mate? It really depends on the person. I don't see many people using the word mate often, but then there are other people who I've encountered who are like, every second word is mate. They are everyone's mate, everyone is their mate, and they use it completely unironically. Megan asked me, what do you think of all the Australian stereotypes? Australia's just kind of like any other Western country, where the stereotypes are kind of just being dissolved by people who watch too much TV. So I think that stereotypes are kind of funny, but you can't apply them to most people. Abby and Nick, proving that they're twins, want to know how often I see kangaroos and if they're actually everywhere. Actually, I have a pet kangaroo. Actually, that's a lie. I live regionally, so if I'm going somewhere, I might actually see a kangaroo. They're usually at dawn or dusk, and they're kind of attracted to cars. Emily and Ali want to know, where's the best climate and the most attractive people? The most attractive people are in cities, because there are more people. And the best climate is on the east coast. We have beaches, we have snowfields, we have rainforests, we have desert. But we just have a lot more desert than we have of rainforest. We have a ton of beach because we are girt by sea. Which answers Tara's question, what are you girt by? Australia's national anthem has the line girt by sea, which means surrounded by sea. Cece asked, have you seen terrifying, crazy, poisonous spiders? Nick wants to know, is it true there are lots of spiders in Australia? And Alexa wants to know, how many times do animals almost kill you a day? I think I can answer these three together. Yes, we have lots of spiders, but most aren't poisonous and you're not going to invite them to live with you. Same with snakes, you avoid letting them in your house. Also, you probably don't want to keep their food in your house because mice are another thing you do not like. So they're not going to come to your house. Also, they would find it hard to knock on the door. Alexa wants to know, do you really put a lot of shrimp on the barbie? We call shrimp prawns, barbecues are called barbies, and you're probably more likely to cook hamburgers and sausages. Heather's boyfriend wants to know what the sound is like at the Sydney Opera House. I've never been inside the Sydney Opera House, so your guess is as good as mine. Cece wants to know, have I seen the Olsen movie where they go to Australia? I did not know there was an Olsen movie where they go to Australia, so no. Cece also wants to know, koalas? Yes, koalas! Sometimes you'll see them in the wild and they're not something you want to go up and pat. So if you want to see a koala, there are wildlife reserves where you can actually go pet them and whatever. But koalas in the wild, leave them be. Gwen wants to know what foods we have in Australia that you don't have in North America. Our diet's pretty diverse. It's slightly more English than American cuisine is, and we have our own foods. We famously have Tim Tams, which are a cookie that we call a biscuit, and they're chocolate and they're delicious, and you drink your coffee through them and they are the best thing ever. Our most famous food is Vegemite, and it's concentrated yeast extract. Ooh, yum. It's salty and it has like a weird flavour, but once you get used to it, it's something that you actually crave. I could talk about our food for ages, so I might make a separate video about that later. If you want to learn to speak Australian, I'm doing a video on that later in the week, so hit the subscribe button now, and there's a chance you might actually be told when it happens. Thanks!